well, if there is a Medusa potential, it feels maybe a little bit less good than it would have previously. I guess, I don't know, how does that matchup work now? Because it's sort of different timings that we tend to see.
I mean, it feels kind of the same.
Yeah.
They're just both big. I don't know. I mean, I think Spectre is still just Spectre. Medusa's kind of just Deuce. I'd rather have Spectre in most scenarios.
Right.
I think that's fair. You know, she's Spectre. I'm just really, my head's going to Io right now.
Okay.
Quincy crew. Because I see that they have Nature's Prophet and a Spectre. Ooh, and they can get relocate saves too.
Big.
I don't know. Io looks kind of sick.
And they have some heroes that can sort of set up with the relocate stuff like you're talking about it. I mean, I guess it would mainly be on the Tiny at that point. Since you have the Prophet. Prophet probably is 5 then. Or I guess it would be Io.
Yeah, you can do Io 5, Prophet 4.
Okay.
Sorry, Prophet 3, Tiny 4.
All right.
Although we have seen quite a bit of Tiny 3 as well. But Lelis plays obviously a very good Nature's Prophet too.
Yeah, I think that he played both in one of those other series that we watched.
Yeah. He changes item build each game.
Yeah. But
the other option, of course, is to just go for like a hardcore 5, like a Witch Doctor or something here.
right.
Because you have the Spectre versus like a long-term harass over time from the Axe, which is going to be spamming constantly, as well as the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
A Dispel would be pretty sick.
Yes. Well, and right now, I think they need something that's either save-oriented or pick-off-oriented, because there's so much team fight on Business Associates. They're going to try and match that tempo picking the Invoker as all of the heroes disappear from my my thingy-mabobber. Let's see if they come back afterwards. Can we get them? Ah, there we go. They're back.
So they're going to commit for the, presumably, Evoker mid. They're going to ban out the Brood. Classic counter pick.
I mean,
and then save their last pick. So I guess probably ban the Oracle. You have Faceless Void, and even though like Axe is somewhat good versus Oracle because of the ultimate, but I think the Dispel is just worth it for the Fortune's End.
I'm a little concerned right now for Quincy crew because I just see all of this team fight potential out of Business Associates. With the Void, the Egg, Axe to sort of set things up to sort of be that person out front and center. And I don't know, I'm worried that they're just going to be able to keep sort of rolling before Quincy crew really comes online.
Yeah, it almost makes me think more about the IO again too in that regard, because like if I think about what their last year, if they just pick some of these standard 5s, then they're gonna be playing a losing game. I feel like where they're just kind of like let's say they pick Oracle for example, then you're not getting a Yules. Invoker's gonna buy a Yules, and that's it. And then you're gonna probably have one Yules versus Axe and like Phoenix, like Dispel and everything. Feels a little bit awkward. I like the idea of banning offlaners because we have seen SVG play the Nature's Prophet too.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they can just get away with that by bullying the Phoenix and the Axe.
Part of me wonders if like something to sort of like interrupt the fight, just stop all the combo, like with like a silencer or something could be good. But at the same time, like
5 seconds.
Their abilities on Business Associates are just kind of we drop them and then they're there and you have to deal with them, right? Like if somebody gets chronoed and the egg's already going off, I guess Global doesn't solve that problem.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. We'll see. Banning the Kunkka now as well. Business Associates going to be looking for a mid most likely. The Quincy crew draft still has some flexibility there because of the Tiny Nature's Prophet combo.
There's
10 seconds.
Yeah, Legion's like kind of okay.
5 seconds.
If they want another offlaner to like try and actually get kills, and yeah, they do just ban the silencer. Nice call.
Wow.
Would have been pretty cool. Could have even been potentially a 3.
Yeah.
That was a fun little phase.
Was it started by Whisper?
I was gonna say it was definitely someone from South America, from that region, but I'm not sure.
Well,
5 seconds.
Last ban could be 5 through 3, and they're gonna take the Warlock.
Okay, we didn't even think about the Warlock. So no Dispel, but just like the ultimate spammy heal, the classic lane. It's either Undying or Warlock with the Spectre.
Okay. Very, very cool.
And it is counter to team fight, right? You just drop the Golem.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that part's nice. So what's Business Associate gonna do then for their mid?
5 seconds.
Kunkka would have been great. Damn.
Man, a Vision would be sick here. I don't know. I'm not like the biggest Zeus expert, but that seems kind of sick here. I feel like they have Axe and Faceless Void in front. And the only problem is you'd be picking Zeus into Spectre, right? Which is
Yeah.
probably maybe like a little bit too scary. But that's the kind of hero I want.
Mm.
Like if there was some way where you could just spot the Warlock and maybe get on top of him, maybe like maybe you don't want to pick Ember necessarily into Invoker, but something like that, like a Void Spirit Ember Puck type hero.
Yeah, all the heroes that sort of fulfill that role, it feels like Quincy Crew have come up with answers to already. Like they've done a pretty good job of drafting around this, and the things that would be a problem.
Is Mag too crazy? Mag might be a little bit too much melee action.
Dude, I'm down. Dude, I don't know. That sounds pretty fun.
Timber
Whoa.
Choose your hero.
Ember.
So Brax is still going to be playing the Axe. Are they
They're
doing?
basically trying to break the early game here, I think.
Yeah.
The move Timber. Ooh.
Okay, so they're doing Void mid then? Are they going to be swapping the lanes, or are they going to play Moo mid against Quinn? I don't.
They're unreadable.
Yeah.
Can't be read.
Very
I actually love that thing about Moo though. Like ever since he moved out of the off lane, doesn't matter what role they start giving him, he still will occasionally play Timbersaw. It doesn't matter. Back on J-Storm, they used to run double off laner with like crazy mid heroes that just had to carry the whole game like Alchemist and everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty down. This sounds pretty exciting. I think that there's still a lot of mix-ups that they can throw in there. Is there a particular draft that you are sort of digging more at this point?
I like this Ember, surprisingly. I
Okay.
think that's a pretty neat choice. It's a lot of damage into Chrono, even though it's not a hero you typically think is having a lot of damage to add to Chrono.
Right.
It sets it up for like easy slice and dice. And I'm just, whenever I see someone who's like so into a hero tend to pick it like this, then I tend to have a lot of faith in it. Because I think he's recognizing that he can get to a point in the early game where they can't kill him.
Right.
And it's just going to create way too much trouble for them. And then they're going to have a problem of trying to protect Spectre while also trying to shut down this Timbersaw, and they won't be able to do both.
Okay. Well, that's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see how it works out. I think that this game, to me in the draft, what I kept on feeling as I was watching it was like business associates like put out this problem to deal with against Quincy Crew, which is like, we're going to pick a lot of team fight. And then Quincy Crew is like, okay, we're just going to pick our standard opener. And then every step of the way, it felt like business associates was like amping that up, getting extra control, getting more damage to throw into the Chronosphere, getting more and more of these things. And then Quincy Crew kind of was trying to match that tempo with like, the Invoker and the Warlock. Like they were heroes that were sort of trying to make up for that. But they're now really long cooldowns, I think, for Quincy Crew.
They did find their way into a nice global strat though, right? With the Invoker, the Spectre, and the Nature's Prophet. So like, if Tiny is just by himself and finds someone, they will just die.
True enough.
Which is pretty cool. Now, mind you, an Axe, a Faceless Void, and a Timber, yes, that would be wrong. And correct you are, if I was to say that about those three heroes. But a Crystal Mania and a Phoenix will explode quite quickly.
Let us skirmish.
Well, we've got some wonderful Aghanim lines coming out here. I'm excited to hear what the announcer says. I'm going to need to try and not get distracted by it throughout the course of the game.
All right, I'll set mine on too.
Nice.
And we can learn together.
Do you think he says the same things for both of us?
I would assume so.
I'm wondering if there's a chance that he doesn't. I guess that it would. I always wonder if there's a chance that the announcer says something different, or if it's always like you know what I mean, like a random number generator of like, which voice line is it going to use now?
Buddy, I can't tell you. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair.
All right, I've been equipped. I'm ready for Mr. Lowry. Take me away, sir. All right, so bottom lane. MSS chilling down here at the start with SVG, and you are. And I think we might have ourselves a little battle. What's Brax got? He's got just all right, nothing special. Just kind of hoping for some cheeky items.
Already took Nova for Fear.
Oh, your wire's going E-Blade first. Perfect.
He's also getting pretty deep into there. Throws the dagger back, hits onto 4. The heal already coming from the Warlock. My man's trying to live. They run down MSS too, and this battle is being won by Business Associates.
That was a lot of regen. And what about up top? Envy gets that one too. Oh, Envy!
Dude, the biggest play!
Oh!
Dang. Oh, he gets the deny. Well done, Lois. Wait, the body blocks now. Oh no, the body blocks. He has to TP out because of it.
That's fine. That's worth. That's 10x worth.
Dude, that's the 50-50 right there, right? Like, steals the bounty rune, almost steals 2, but then has to TP back. I like that. That's good. It's a solid
that's
mix.
Completely fine. Now, just don't die. That would be really bad.
Yes.
But I'm sure he'll be fine.
They're keeping 3 down bottom right now.
The old 3-0 bounty runes. What a start. They do have that Radiant Ward scouting the fact that Fear is heading back up top, so that won't be a surprise or anything to MSS. Even if Fear looks like he's trying to hide this fact, he's now gonna.
Dude, he says that Fear's gonna come over there. Oh my God, he knew.
Yeah.
Man, he's played against each other a lot. I feel like.
Oh, MSS though. He's got the boots. Is he not going? Wow, he's too dedicated. He was like, surely they won't walk that courier back knowing that I was here.
Right.
And yet they did.
So early there, both heroes blocking out the camps at the 1 minute mark, not wanting to allow any pulls to exist up there on the top lane. And the mid Timbers saw 8-1 right now versus Quinn's 3-0. That's sort of feeling like the way it's going to work in this lane for a little bit, at least with the Quelling Blade there.
Seems like a really good start. I have not been watching, but damn.
Yeah.
'Tis non-cupatory.
That's up top. I think that for the moment at least, the Envy is going to get a nice big wave pushed under here.
Quinn's painting in the mid lane.
Just letting him know.
That's beautiful. Water. Yeah. Is he thirsty?
I like it. So yeah.
I think you should do that when you steal the rune and they can't bottle. That would be like 10 out of 10 BM.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I need that as a roaming support now. If I come and steal the rune and they go to fill their bottle, that's just sitting there. Oh, man. We really... they made these for TI this year. They were ready for the big BM sprays.
I know, it's sad. But it gives more time to develop the meta, right? That's the whole flip side of it, is that you actually get some time to work out how to use it most efficiently.
Eventually, it'll just be a giant middle finger. We'll just get rid of all the creativity. There's nothing clever about it at all.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true, because like there's a moment where like, you know, sort of the blunt forwardness of an insult can sometimes make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Slacks has made a whole career off of it.
It's okay. It was a fair point, man.
No wit required. He just...
Exactly. All right, so 3 minute mark going on now. Trying to pull this wave on over yet again. Get a stack off. Snake King is going to deny that against SVG. Again, former teammates facing off against each other. I think what's something that we didn't mention, but I think most people know. Snake King.
We call that the NA Classic.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the first time it's happened.
I saw Fear actually stack that camp, eh? The hard camp there while MSS was blocking, and I wonder. Yeah, he's gonna try and get a pull over, and Envy's trying to zone.
Okay.
Bit of a tough ask here.
Yeah, they should be able to interrupt this one with the treants, so they'll pull this back over and connect them. Not easy for any of these heroes really to clear through that stack. I guess hypothetically later on Moo could move on up there if he wanted to, if he makes a rotation or something, but I don't know.
The real question is how greedy does Fear want to get? Just frostbite one of them. That's what I.
That's a good point. I like
That's what I'm always thinking. Bottom lane getting a little low.
Oh, it's a lot of damage out with the fatal bonds.
All right. Oh, we got baited. We got baited.
I mean, we should have known that the CM was going to die first. This is just like the state of that hero.
True. Bottom to get back.
Oh my God, no. Snake King does go down.
All right, so if you guys haven't played Warlock in a while, or maybe you haven't caught a lot of the games, there's a reason why this hero's a lot better in the laning stage, and that's because Fatal Bonds at level 1 gets 6 enemies bound. So it is way more damage now if you don't have any sort of a dispel. And he's not completely just a heal bot anymore.
Yeah. Feels like he can actually make some damage happen and enable those kills like we saw.
Yeah. Unless they have, obviously, a dispel.
Right. Now, down bottom, they did manage to get a little side pull off here, and everybody from Business Associates is going to come back in time to be able to contest for the runes. MSS actually is going to go for the big smoke play and then the TP to the outpost to come and contest. And I guess he's going to try and make a kill happen here onto Brax. Big level 3 rotation, and Brax was not prepared for this. He's going to be able to be brought down. You-VOD gets the kill. Now,
very nice.
They do give up, again, 3 runes for that kill, but that feels worth it.
Yeah, meanwhile in the mid lane, though, Moo, seeing that rotation as well, will just say, okay, well, now I'm a little bit extra safe. Oh, did they spot that ward? Oh, nice. MSS just got a very good ward down.
And this is nice, too. Moo reconnecting. He's going to get wrapped on, though. Avalanche toss. MSS making the move. He does have 18 stacks reactive, though, so they at least will stop him from being able to take the tower with the catapult there.
That's going to be a lot of XP for him, though, to get him to 6. And Quinn, I have to say, shout out to him for the last hitting under tower there. He's being chased around in circles by Moo, dealing with Illusion Rune at the same time and still hitting all his last hits.
Yeah. All right. I'm putting my observer pants back on. Okay.
Oh, is that what happened?
Is that what happened? I've missed 75% of the kills so far. As Snake King is gonna get Ava-tossed.
Well, Snake King's time.
Kill.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you were watching.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
got you. Yeah, no worries, dude. We're not gonna miss another one.
Way to be a helper. You know, that's what we need.
I try. Yeah.
All right, moves back here.
Wire is at 60% HP and falling. 50%. That's what the announcer should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. He lets us know. It's the real helper.
I was gonna say
Brax again.
Yeah, SVG almost healed you are, and then he was like, wait a second.
And now
guy's
MSS
low.
again diving. He's got Tranquil Boots, got Brax in his sight. Does he guess correctly?
Well,
He
you only need
does.
one, right?
Brax making the move through. Oh, and MSS realized he can't go any further.
Yeah, there's your little tip there, guys. Very, very good escape path.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Quinn is getting wrapped on here. 3 heroes in the mid lane. Fear waiting for his retreat. They find him. They root him. Tornado, not quite enough. And they are out of mana, but one more hit there.
And they had the dust ready on Snake King, too, so no point. Well, I mean, I guess you can say no point. You could at least burn the detection if you want, but probably the other play.
Brax again being bullied back here. They do have MSS nearby in the mid lane. It's going to avalanche the creep wave, try and pull it with him. Fear chasing and actually pulling that creep wave all the way back. This is pretty big for him. MSS, can he get out of here now? The chase down's coming. They got Sunray. They got everything used, but Tornado can interrupt, tossing the Timber back. Again, he's going to be pulled back and killed.
Nice
But
play.
they're doing everything they can to keep that tower alive.
Oh, his courier died to the creeps.
Oh,
They
geez.
chased it down. Of course, that creep wave now managed to find its way to the bottom tier 3.
Bizarre. Very bizarre.
But SVG.
He does go down. Yeah. So 9 kills so far in 8 minutes, and it feels like the laning stage is very much broken down, with the exception of Envy and UR, who are just sort of like AFK farming in their lanes.
Yeah, fairly even. Bit of an edge to Spectre. Now, here's the big question will be, so Timber, oh, that's why this hero's good here. So, no matter how much mana they burn as they do kill Lelis. Nice haunt. Thinking also got a little low there. With the Soul Ring, even if you're at 0, right, you still have enough for ulti as well as the Whirling Death.
Right. That makes sense. Oh my god, dude.
How did they get, wow.
Dude, MSS is just balling right now.
I thought he was going home on that Phoenix. I guess he had Tranquil, so he just got greedy and stayed around, and they have that ward. That's what happened.
So 9-minute mark. Top net worth right now is Timbersaw. And
How's that T-Taurus going there, bud?
get out of here. Get out of here.
All right, down bottom. Brax is in trouble.
I see him. Poor old Brax.
Get you like an air raid, Simon.
I know, man. Back mid again. They're going on to Quinn.
There you go. Now you're getting it.
We're making it happen. He doesn't have Ghost Walk, though. So
Fear!
he's not going to
Fear!
get out of there.
Look at
One
Fear!
more punch. He's dead as well. Just
Great.
like
I
my
could do this
career as an
professionally.
observer.
Is this what they have a TI behind weapons in the script? Is that what Slacks does actually during the matches?
It would make sense now. It all comes together.
That would make you so much worse at observing.
Yes, it would.
Tower is in danger.
It's just like jerky, awful camera moves the whole time.
All right, 10-minute bounties. What are we doing here, Snake King? Are you going in for this or what? Are you yellow?
Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming for this one. Moo is here. Brax is here. Fear is moving over also. MSS, he goes in, not able to get the rune, but now they're going to get into a fight. Chase down, looking for UR. They get the chakram out, pull it back in. Some good damage. The heal coming out, trying to keep him alive desperately. And is eventually going to be brought back down. And now Quinn, he's also going to be dusted up. Yo, business associates are doing this. They're going to bring down 3, possibly a 4th afterwards.
Always trust the spammer on the 10th pick.
Right? Jeez. It's killing it.
Very nice. That team fight, he actually just walked through them. That's all he did. They tried him that tornado that might have been able to say you were. Even that might not have been enough. His drums were still in base too, unfortunately for him. But
Yeah.
really could have helped.
And SVG was like, I don't know, very close to getting his level 6 at that point too. Didn't have it. And now he does have it. They're going to make this move up top, it looks like. Try and get some type of hold over this game. But you called it. Like, this Timbersaw is sort of setting the tempo for the game.
Break it. Break the Dota. And now Brax is going to go for a blink to try and enable Moo even further. He's like putting his game in Moo's hands, right?
Do you like the call?
Yeah, I think that's good. The only downside, of course, is if you flub up like 2 or 3 gangs. Blink is not a, it's not a tank item.
Gets hit by the EMP.
We got 12 charges here. This is a tempting setup.
And they're just going to solo Chrono. And now they drop the ulti afterwards. Envy. I was a little ill-advised.
You ever notice that it's always snaking the TPs into these?
He's like, all right,
Is
guys.
he the only one who has faith? Or
I'm here.
does he just like saying, I told you so?
He's eventually going to go down as well.
Every time this happens, it's envy and snaking.
I don't know what it is. It's
He just believes a little too much.
yeah.
Well, that was, forced out the ultimate. That's what envy will say. Golem down. He'll ping the clock.
Yeah. I like that.
What's this guy worth? This golem. I always forget. 100 gold. All right, nice.
So 12 minutes in, that evens up the game a little bit. And you still have this like sort of terrifying force in Moo, who has a hood now. He's building towards a Lotus Orb next. I don't know what the point is where they start to feel comfortable going after Moo. I guess Spirit Vessel probably.
Well, he's going Lotus, right, as you said.
Oh, that's
so.
a good point. So, yeah, even that not.
Answered your own question.
What a guy. I'm gonna bring down the announcer. Which one's the announcer thing? The announcer voice.
Well, I'll just try both. I'm sure it's fine.
It's just no in-game sounds.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure if it's unit speech or voice.
I have a feeling it's voice. I'm gonna bring that down first. That's the one that's really high. Meanwhile, Haunt in down bottom, trying to get the kill. They bring down Envy again. Lelis finishing him off.
That's a problem, because it's supposed to be going the other way now, where they're like picking off the Spectre and giving Envy that free space on the map. And Envy's in a not really a safe place. You would think that he was on the Radiant team dying there.
Well, and I think that like this is also all before Tiny Blink Dagger comes online, that they're able to make these moves happen, right? Like Lelis just having that Orchid available.
Oh, Quinn. Oh no.
Does he know?
Wait, what?
I don't know. Maybe he just realized that it wasn't a safe place and he backed up a little bit.
Man, that was like...
Its top tower is
I can't believe he just didn't even flinch. I like throw a tornado. I'm pretty sure you can see him.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, Chrono in 7 seconds and they just got an Invis rune on Envy, so...
structures are fortified.
You know he wants to do something.
Smoke
There
up.
is a Radiant
Dire's
sentry,
bottom tower is
but they don't have any vision here.
Radiant should walk
quite.
to their top tower.
Might have caught eyes on him there. Oh, they're passing
No,
by.
no.
There's another one here, so they know.
Dire's bottom
No, they still haven't seen him.
is under
Well, there's that sentry ward that passed by the creep wave. I think they know he's
is
here.
under attack.
Oh, that's weird. I was on the perspective and it didn't show.
The dire glyph is now
Oh.
active.
Quinn gonna run
Dire's
away.
bottom
Ghost walked.
tower is under
And off to the side. They jump in. Chrono gonna land on it too, but they got the golem off. to interrupt it. Is it going to be enough? Moo throws out his chakram. Big old dunk there. Comes from the axe. Brax brought down somewhat low, but not low enough. And now the egg down afterwards. Upheaval is going to end. They blow up 2 for nothing. Axe able to TP out of there afterwards. And SVG, he's going to be brought down as well. Just be together, team. That's when it works for Business Associates.
That was really good for not getting the Chrono onto the Warlock. At the very least, Lelis will snag both of the bounty runes in behind, and Yawara gets the one up top. So they get 4 bounties for that.
Okay.
Still better, of course, for Business Associates overall. And Haunt is back in 50 seconds. They could try another play then.
There is a lot of pings up on the north side at Brax. That might have just been the Blink Dagger, or it could be that they're thinking, like, let's try and go up there and fight. Is this a smoke up? Yeah, smoke. So they are going to try and pick him off in the jungle up there. Or at least that appears to be the move. They realize that they smoked underneath the ward, and now it's all for naught.
Kind of sneaky to put a second ward up on that high ground, too.
Yeah.
On the left. Because they had a sentry down, and then I'm guessing they already de-warded once, but you kind of like double warded in very close proximity, right? And sometimes that throws people off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Fear's getting some juicy creeps down here. He's only got 1 point in the Crystal Nova, though, so it's not even a point of doing this. Want to reveal himself.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Dire's top tower
Lelis with the Orchid. Does Phoenix already have 2 parts? Wow. They can get a lot of gold from all that.
Yeah.
He's close to Yule's.
I mean, I think the elephant in the room right now is this Invoker who's, you know, sitting at just under 5,000 net worth, and Snake King's catching up to him, right? Yeah. Quinn has really been hurt this game. But it's sort of made up for by the really good Nature's Prophet that they've been able to sort of get him super farmed in Yawara, who's going for a little bit more of the combat build.
Oh, he's in the trees.
They know.
Oh, no. Turn right, Envy. Oh, my God. It was so close.
Dude, that would have been terrifying.
Lelis is stone cold.
It's not even tripping. I mean, that's the point, right? Like, if he can get away with this and then cut the next wave, or probably the wave after that, if we're going to be real about it, it's pretty good for him. Because Envy's just going to head on into the jungle afterwards.
Yeah, of course, he's sitting here with, like, no vision of what's happening right now. He's a little bit scared. They currently only see Moo on the map.
Yeah.
Of course, the Dire don't see anyone.
So
they're going to
smoke. They're going to head up north. Lelis can cut this wave. Meanwhile, does MSS get caught? It looks like his courier. Oh, God. Did they take it down?
Yeah, the courier.
No. Oh, they might have saw the chain there, though. I don't know. You are instead is going to throw out the dagger, then TP away. And just like that, smoke misses. More space created. Really good movement here by Quincy Pru. Just like dodging away from the danger. And now they got all their ults up.
Getting out of there. Yep. Envy is heading into, let's see, just finished up the Maelstrom. So, and then into the BKB after. Nothing too surprising there. I feel like the worst part right now for Quincy Crew is they've had an Orchid on Nature's Prophet, and they've had a Quaswex Invoker that haven't really gotten a lot of time to grab kills. Well, thinking, though, maybe... Oh, he feels the danger.
Fear?
Fear will be the sacrifice. Hello?
It's blown up.
Fear?
Yawar actually gets the kill. This Haunt doesn't even have to jump to it. Actually, instead jumps over here to the side. But I guess that was somebody TPing out of there. That must have been what that was. MSS, he scouts move. A lot of trees run into him here. And they got to be really careful about their positioning. Envy. Oh, is Envy going to be the one that gets caught out again? Or is it Brax? I don't know. It looks like they want to try and go on somebody here. And Envy's kind of alone.
I don't think they know Envy's right behind them.
Lelis.
Envy just jumped. Oh, this Chrono.
Tornado wanting to move in. He's got an opening, but again, they can't really chase him down. Lelis instead is going to be the one that gets caught.
I really like how Business Associates didn't force that right there.
Yeah.
Now they get chased. Get one kill and chase.
Tossing the Spectre away to save him. MSS just all about keeping his teammates alive, and looks like he should be able to get out of here as well. Blink Dagger about to be done.
SVG is still a ways away from level 2 Golem. He almost has maxed out Fatal Bonds, and that can maybe be their Roche Pit tool.
Right.
Between like Invoker and Warlock, be done. Quinn is too scared to grab this rune. Sends you war down instead.
I'm tired of dying. Leave me alone. Actually, I don't think he's died that much. It's 4 times. It's been a few. Okay. So 20-minute mark, and it's a 2,000 gold lead for Business Associates. You sort of get that feeling though that like when Envy starts actually dealing damage in these fights and things like that, they've just got so much team fight on Business Associates. It's pretty scary.
They do, but they also have the caveat of actually hitting their spells, as well as like, I don't think you really want to go that late versus Quincy Crew because they have a lot of really good tools versus some of your stuff. Like a farmed Invoker, or even just an Invoker with levels, is very good versus like wombo combo setups if he's not caught. He can like ruin everything.
Okay.
And Warlock can do the same thing. You've already seen it several times from SVG because the positioning doesn't have to be perfect because the Chaotic Offering has such a crazy high range, and if he gets like a Glimmer or something to aid in that positioning, they still don't really have great scouting tools on the side of Business Associates from their heroes. So there's, I would be more comfortable with like a 6 or 7K lead at like 25 minutes. If it's still like 2K by then, I feel like that's a pretty good sign for Quincy Crew.
Right. Fear here trying to bait super hard. And they scan, realize, hey, there's a bunch of friends nearby. And it looks like MSS is not going to do it. Although Fear? Oh my god. What the hell? That was really scary for MSS, I'm sure.
I don't even know. I guess you just should not rush unless you pick off for either team, right? It's like way too much team fight.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be the ones in the pit. As Moo, ironically, gets sprouted.
Yeah. Does a nice little bit of damage there on Duar, but they back out afterwards. Lotus used. See snaking. Toss him back. Avalanche. Does he pop the egg here? It's a little bit scary. Chase down continuing. Does get all of his mana burn. Has stick charges afterwards, though. The Chaotic Offering on the back line. He has the egg if he wants it. Once he comes out of there, it's going to be popped. Quinn now under control. Deafening Blast out is going to die to Moo. SVG still using all the upheaval. But this fight has gone terribly for Quincy Crew. MSS trying to salvage it. Manages to kill Envy, actually. So they managed to salvage a little bit of something out of that. Now Yawar shows up.
It was all the back line.
Damn.
All Lelis and MSS. They stopped Brax from saving the egg.
Unreal. And Snaking is going to go down. Moo also rooted, under control, sprouted, and dead.
So Brax got hit by the golem, and then he kind of backed away, trying to like reset for his blink. He had 2 seconds in when he got right-clicked by the Prophet, and then he got orchided, and then he got hit by a tornado, and then Lelis and MSS just like zoned Brax and killed him by the pit, and that's what turned around that little engagement up on the plateau.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we're talking about them trying to find SVG before the fights. They can't do that. Like, he's getting these big golems off, and they have to do the same thing to Brax, because you know he wants to follow up on like any of this stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that I kind of wonder about. Like, I guess when I had envisioned the way that Business Associates are going to be taking these fights is it's going to be Roche going the way of Quincy Crew. I was thinking of Brax to be the initiator, but more often than not, it feels like we're seeing Chrono as that opening hit.
Well, it's kind of like they're baiting something else first. Like, I wouldn't say he's like the opener. It's like, all right, the Phoenix is low, and that creates
That's fair.
a 50-50 kind of, right? It's like, should we commit and try to go for this kill, or should we just back off? And they tried to go for the kill with Chrono, and obviously it didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
EKB will make a good difference. It's not perfect because it is the golems, and it does go through. But there's plenty of other nuisances coming from Quinn that he can now avoid.
Right. Well, it looks like Bloodstone, again, going to be picked up for Moo in a little bit here as mid lane. Try and run down Yuar. Under control, rooted. The CM ulti. Look at that combo out there. They're going to blow her up once, but can they do it a second time? MSS rooted. The upheaval actually doing so much work in this fight. Fear is going to get bullied down and killed. Snake King next. Yule's out of the dive, and he will end up going down as well.
So the scaling on upheaval is insane. It is one of the weirdest spells in Dota in my, like, just the way that it works just doesn't fit with the rest of it, but the way that it scales is nuts. So at level 1, it takes you like 12.5 seconds. I don't know why it's 12.5. I'm sure they're going to round that out. To reach its max slow of 84%. When you max it out, it takes 3.5 seconds. So after 3 seconds of all that chaos, everyone's slowed by 84% the entire time, and it lasts for 3 seconds after the spell ends.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I couldn't even find him in that fight. I was like trying to find where the Warlock was, and SPG was just in the river, like kind of amidst it all. But they burned so much on killing the Aegis, right? And so many of their stuns to break channels, trying to chain lock your wire.
Right. Well, and Yuar's now going to get to the state pretty soon here with Abyssal Blade coming out that, I mean, CM's going to be dead at the start, but I think really, I mean, Brax might be the biggest downside to this. Like, if they can find him, maybe you don't want to initiate on the axe, but at least breaking his blink is going to be so clutch.
Yep.
But time will tell. We will see Quincy Crew starting to turn things around. Taking a look at Dota Plus, you can see pretty significantly favoring the Radiant right now.
Yeah, it makes sense out of that fight, and also, you know, it's Dota Plus Inspector.
Of course.
They've got a thing. I will say it is usually correct, though. Inspector, good hero for a reason.
True. BKB done for Nature's Prophet. Smoke up with 3. The rest of the team ready to jump in at a moment's notice. And Envy is going to walk nearby. They spot him. Ooh, not going to go. Not going to go.
Where's that? Oh, it's still in the courier. Okay. Well, that sucks.
What's that?
Courier. Well, Envy's recipe's still on that courier.
Oh.
So they really don't want to fight right now.
Yeah.
They basically can't fight. Snaking, not again.
Again, he's got egg available, but...
Envy's like, no, not this time.
They haunt?
That was to stop the TP.
Oh, the Lotus there. That was really well played. They got the Orchid, but the Lotus from Moo kept Snaking alive.
Yeah, Yawar went for Fear instead and solo killed him.
Okay.
8 seconds until that courier's back with the BKB.
That was really quick thinking by Moo there, though, because he had gotten Orchid. He would have just come on back.
Yeah, that soul burn would have been quite bad as well. Even if he...
Right.
Yeah. The old silence versus Phoenix.
Chase. MSS. He's caught here. Good couple
Planning
of
some
minutes
deep
here.
wards and paying for it, I believe, judging by how fresh that ward is. I mean, it was his ward here that got that initiation onto the Phoenix as well. As they all took MSS.
Poor guy. Paladin sword picked up. It does look like that ward's going to live, though. They might not.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Come on, Fear. Use your eagle eyes. What do you see? Okay, maybe not.
I think in these later games, too, maybe it's worth it to, like, you know, give that gold to Brax or Envy or something. You know, let them buy a sentry, get the bonus back.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Come on now. Don't support players suffer enough.
Oh, Lilith's barely getting out of there. Meanwhile,
Yeah, they're hunting.
nice.
This is a BKB TP, but they have the axe and a void, so it does not save you.
Yeah. Again, Lilith's in a safe space. He's been playing so well these past couple days. I don't think we can emphasize that.
Yeah. I mean, he won MVP at their last tournament, right? I think.
Potentially.
The last time they were in one of the MVP ones, I'm pretty sure he won it, and deservedly so. I would agree. He's played exceptionally well. And then you look at he's actually just been in the trees this entire game. Every time I see him, he's in the trees.
Yeah, I like it. You are going for the Spectral Dagger slow and bonus instead of the 400 health. This has been like mega aggressive build from Yuar.
Wow, okay. I have not been paying that much attention to level 20 talents on Spectre, but that seems very odd.
Yeah.
I mean, on the one hand, it's health versus percent-based damage.
Right.
On the other hand, it's not strength-based damage, at least for the Timber Saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. But I mean, this sort of speaks to the entire way that his build's going, right? Like he's not going for mass tank up. He's going to just like try and blow up that one target. And you know, it's a pretty nice slow to throw on top of upheaval. Kind of cool. Dual Scepter lift up here. Trying to find one. It's on MSS. Avalanche toss, throwing them away. All 5 grouped together, but there is no way that MSS gets out of this one. Dual Scepter to lift, trying to live, toss again, but eventually goes down.
The seeds of fortune.
We'll play it at Business Associates. Yeah, this game is like, it feels like either team, it's just that one that gets that initial start of the fight in a good fashion, can really tilt the scales.
Oh, right. I forgot to give you the bonus speed too. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
I was like double checking, like, why is everyone going for that now? But that makes way more sense. Okay. In a game like this where you're trying to escape constantly and still playing a little bit of like cat and mouse too. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking it just improved the slow, and I was like, man, that number sounds way too low.
Yeah, up to 511. I think he was at like 380. Yeah. So it's
Yeah. I
pretty
mean, I
significant,
just
but
get like stunned down to death, so I'm a 400 health picker. So it makes, you know, I got to get that dispersion value to be an asset to my team. You are, however, a skilled individual.
See, I feel like we've seen a couple of different ones. I want to say it was yesterday when we saw some Spectres playing that were taking the 400 health talent instead, but and maybe
Yeah, I've definitely still seen the health one, but I can get it in that sense. So Moo as well has the repair kit. Actually, I think people use these days ever since they buffed it again.
Right.
Pretty crazy. 25 HP regen on a Timber Saw right now, so he's sitting at 56.9, even with just a couple stacks and like maxed out. I don't even know. Max stacks 24, and then he gets 1.3 per.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a lot. It's a lot of regen.
Yeah.
4 heroes up top. Gonna cut through the trees yet again. And Lillis trying to TP out of there. Maybe? Dude, he's in trouble. He's dead. Lillis is done. What? Are they really going to try and turn this here? They pop the egg, actually. Force that out. Now trying to bring down Envy. Avalanche toss to get him. Ywar had Alacrity on him. He's destroying Fear. Now looking forward to Snaking, getting that bring down as well. Dude, look at the damage that's coming out from this dude. They throw out a dagger, try and find him. Needs a bash. Doesn't get the bash. Doesn't even get a hit off. Holy moly.
This game is reminding me of that blog that PBD did after TI5, after they won, and talking about drafting and just like the general thoughts of drafting. And one of the big ones that I just remember was like, he always talked about vision heroes, and he always talked about the idea of like, if there's ever a team fight, you just split. If it's like overwhelming team fight, you split, you just spread, and you make things bad for the team fight. Like, that's what happened, right? They committed egg and stuff in a bad situation on one hero.
Yeah. And they made it work. And now Yule Scepter trying to keep Snaking alive, but he doesn't have an egg to pop afterwards. They're going to buy back on the Void. Try and jump into this. A big call afterwards. Chrono is available. He drops it onto 2. And it's on the Spectre. That's a pretty good one to take down at the start. Does have buyback. They're going to try and TP in with it afterwards. No, he doesn't have anywhere to TP to. They're going to bring down the Warlock. Quinn, BKB pop, now trying to run away. I guess the only thing they can hope for is to try and keep alive. Oh, there's the bash, though. MSS caught yet again.
He's still alive back here? I was like,
dude,
I saw him get bashed like 20 seconds ago and left.
He gets the blink off? No, he doesn't quite. They get the kill. But Ywar is here, and they're all buying back because I think they just don't want to give up Roche.
Yeah. So they went for the hot play these days, which is this, like, you start doing Roche and then you just run into their jungle.
Right.
I feel like a lot of teams do this now because they try and catch you off guard when you're half thinking about contesting, or you've got like that one nerd who's going to try and steal your Aegis. Yeah. You just jump up to kill them on the assumption that you're going to be stronger.
Launch back up again. Again, all these heroes bought back. They're finding one, tossing him back into Roche, getting bashed, getting chased, potentially going to get brought down. Move. Lotus Orb trying to keep him alive, but eventually they'll bring him down. That's 3 dead with no buybacks. And this is going to be finally the Roche claim by Quincy crew. Big plays.
Positioning heroes will always be pro-game pickable. Okay, except for Pudge, apparently. Reliable positioning heroes will always be pro-game pickable. Toss, even Skewer is good. Lasso, of course, is the big one. just like you're trying to play Timbersaw and then that happens to you. You just get tossed in the middle of 5 heroes in a row. And you're just like, well then.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
How can I
tower
like
is under
bully
attack.
and try and tease with my hero a little bit?
Dire structures
Oh, the
are
lead that they
fortified.
garnered in this game was definitely not large enough for their heroes. They didn't have enough tower pushing, which is understandable. Like the only way you can push towers is lineup, so you're like way ahead and you just like sit behind the tower with Timber and Axe.
Dire's middle tower
And
But Lelis was just the perfect player and hero this game.
I think something that you said in the draft really sticks out to me in this too. Like if you pick just a random position 5 with the end of that draft, it's not going to work. Is Envy going to get caught by the Abyssal Blade? They drop the Golem on him afterwards. Doesn't get a spell off, doesn't have an answer. They tip the man, they kill the Phoenix. And even though there's a repair kit going on, this is devastating for Business Associates. But Warlock, he's not your everyday normal position 5 hero. He has like made this game work for them, I think. And GG called. Pretty stuff from Quincy Crew.
He actually like almost solo countered those first couple chronos where they really needed to build up in that lead. How many good chronos do we have this game? I feel like they did such a good job of just not giving Envy good opportunities.